happening, people? Welcome to the Manc Talk. I know it's been a while, but the fixture list, it's been congested. Thursday night football. Listen, it's Premier League is bonkers, mate, but I'm sorry it's been a while, but we are here. Please, before we start the video, like and subscribe to me and Steve, Big Steve MCSC. Link is in the title. Hope you'll enjoy this episode of the Manc Talk. But Big Steve, how are you, mate? Everything alright?
Good, man. Yeah, you?
Yeah, not too bad. Man, got in last night from the Champions League game. Wasn't a pretty game, but I'm just happy with it. The youngsters making the debut.
Yeah, I seen that this morning. There's a few young kids.
Yeah, a few young kids.
Robbie Savage's lad.
Yeah, Robbie Savage's lad. Zidan Iqbal as well. I think it's the second only South Asian footballer to make it.
Is he any good?
You know what? He's a pretty talented boy. So he's
that's a massive following, that kid.
I know.
If he breaks in, he's going to be like a superstar.
I think it's big for the Asian community because, you know, they for me, I think there's a lot of talent in Asia, but it's about getting the kind of, getting that big step and people believing in you. And I think right now, hopefully, this could be a stepping stone for that direction. But yesterday we were through. We're top of the group. You know what I mean? A couple of youngsters.
Same with us. We got beat.
Well, you got beat. I was going to say, what is Carl Walker doing?
Do you know what? The result didn't really matter.
No.
I know City, the way we are, we didn't want to lose. So I'm not really bothered about the result. But with Phil Foden injured, and Kyle Walker sending off, it's like it just turns it into what's the point?
Of course,
Kyle Walker, what's he doing? He's experienced.
You know what? He has that in him though.
He does, yeah.
Kyle Walker has that in him where
I'm surprised more teams don't rattle him up.
You know what? It's true. But because you know what? His pace is always what helps him out. So if he gets spun, he thinks, hold on a minute, I'm alright here because Kyle Walker will know that I can catch him.
I told you about that interview I read with him about a few years ago, and he said I had to stop it. He said because I used to think in games I'm going to let this winger get 10 yards on me, see if I can catch him, and he used to let wingers go. He said, but sometimes they'd get past him and then he'd be like, oh, that was my fault. And I think he's had to cut that out with the pet, like.
Yeah, of course, but listen, it wasn't a meanest game, but my little brother was telling me that Fernandinho looks like he's...
No, we know that. I said that in early.
Yeah, he said that, to be fair.
I think we did get beat by, we got beat or we drew against Southampton Sunday.
No, it was Crystal Palace when he lost at home.
Was it? Well, he just was poor.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. It happened to Sergio. His
legs went a bit. Of course.
Yaya Toure.
Yeah.
It happened to him. It happened to Fernandinho. But look, it's his last season.
Yeah.
I hope you keep him in and around the squad.
Yeah.
He can do a job for us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
If
we need it, he can do a job for us. But it's definitely his last season. He'll know it himself.
He'll know that more than anyone
because he can't cope with the pace we're setting now.
Yeah.
We're going up that level with Rodri and everyone, and you bring him on and he's very, very slow. He just gets the fouls and all.
Yeah. But you're through. You know what I mean? I just want to touch on the Ralph Ragnick. Obviously, I want to get your thoughts on the Manc Talk. Are you? I wouldn't say worried, but are you feel like now United are headed into a kind of almost?
I just want to put this out there, right? Because I've seen it this morning. Yeah, I've just watched some fan cams outside Old Trafford.
Yeah, no screen in the car park, though, is it?
No, but they're saying they're going to win the Champions League, right? Ralph Ragnick's going to. I mean, calm the fuck down, innit? Listen, let me tell you now. Calm down.
Chelsea did it, though.
Yeah, but that was a one-off mad thing. But this isn't. You know your club's in a mess.
Yeah.
You know that. It doesn't take some German guy to come in with a gherkin press, whatever it's called, and then fucking all of a sudden you're going to win the Champions League. Calm down.
Yeah, but I understand that.
The place is gassed up. I understand.
But it's knockout competition, though. You know, who would want to play United at a minute with all the talent? I'm sure.
Liverpool. Bayern Munich.
Yeah, they want maybe 3 that I want to avoid. We're not going to face you anyway.
No, so this is all I'm saying.
But we're not going to face you until the quarterfinals.
Listen, I'm not going to say it can't happen because the Champions League we've seen mad shit happen.
Yeah.
But you're looking at Chelsea last year and thinking, oh, that can happen. But don't forget, Chelsea got to the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
Chelsea was floating around the league, but they just didn't quite get there.
But also they were in a mess in terms of Rudiger was not nowhere near his level.
But you've got Harry Maguire.
Yeah,
There's still loads of players there that aren't up to that level of Champions League. Harry Maguire ain't lifting that Champions League trophy, let me just tell you that now. So all I'm saying is, look, every time everyone's feeling sorry for you the other week, right, Saeed is in the mud, and now you lot are all bouncing round.
Listen, we're happy.
Somebody told me they seen you last night in the German market with the German lederhosen on. Eating a bratwurst, singing,
Stop it.
baby. Ralphie Ragnar.
5 minute video. That never happened because I came
Just
late.
the full German game with pretzel and that.
No, man, I came late down Stretford Road, mate, and it was hammered, mate, and it was not there.
Anyone got the footage of Saeed in the German game?
No, mate, someone will edit it out. Someone will edit it out and probably find it.
Skullfuggery. With a bratwurst.
No. Skullfuggery he's on Turkish right now because Turkish is in a bit of a mess right now. So.
No, do you know what it is? Listen, the way United was going, I just kept in the background because it was pure banter for me.
Of course.
I wasn't a man, so happy days. But look, Ragnick's coming, right? Let's not get it. Let's just say what it is. He's not a world-class manager. He's not. Yeah. What he is a guy that helped build an identity at a club. So United would lost their identity.
Yeah. Is that what United don't need right now, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need him, so he's perfect for that. All he's going in saying he's going to do this, he's going to do that.
No, really.
Listen, he's coming in to build an identity. He's bringing in the right people that he's worked with before.
Yeah.
Right. He's not bringing in ex-players of United. And
he's brought in 2 guys already.
Exactly.
2-3 guys already.
If I'm a United fan, I'm looking at that and thinking, finally,
100%.
we seem to be going in the right direction. But as far as Champions League and all that is,
no.
If whatever
I'm
happens,
taking game by game. If we get to the quarterfinals, we beat the next team. Listen, I don't mind if PSG come to town. I think PSG, as much as their quality, I think they're disjointed.
You can get at them. We can
get at them. So apparently we can play PSG. We can play Atletico. I don't want to play Atletico Madrid, because they're just going to be stubborn, mate. But
Liverpool to run right through.
Yeah, true.
I don't.
You don't fear anyone.
I don't fear anyone. No. I'll take anyone.
Who can you play?
Atletico Madrid.
You don't want to be Bayern, do you?
We can't play Bayern. I don't think I've seen it before. I don't want to see the list because we're in the same pot as them.
Oh, I see.
So it's a mad Red Bull Salzburg.
Oh yeah, but then, to be fair,
Inter Milan,
for me they're a bogey team as well.
I'll take them.
Yeah, well there you go. We'll see who do we take. We'll see. You know what I mean? But for us, we're on a steady slope. For you guys, it was a bit of a kind of freak kind of situation. I want to talk about Chelsea. Chelsea at a minute. Do you think they're in free fall? Are they crumbling or are they cracking up?
2 months ago, did I not call it on the Big Six?
You did call it.
And everyone slagged me off, The Chelsea fans was all over me.
They're like millions, These Chelsea fans,
The Gremlins, I've told you. The Gremlins,
man.
They start off like Gizmo, all like fluffy and that. And when Chelsea win, it's like, and you throw a chicken leg and they turn into a gremlin and they start swinging off the lampshades. And then the second they get beat again, they go back to being the Grizzly. They want you to cuddle them and all that shit.
God,
you're either gremlin and you're having it, or you're a Gizmo. Because Matisse at the minute, he's in between. You know what I mean?
There, exactly.
You know what I mean? 1 minute he's having Kraft cheese sliced sandwiches, looking like he's not got a pot to piss in, and the next minute he's fucking dancing with a fur coat on in the hospitality at Chelsea. So come on, Matisse, we ain't stupid, man. We know the game, innit?
Oh my God! You know what my little brother was? Shout out to him. He goes yesterday. He goes to me, "Why do Chelsea fans complain when they've been given so much since 2004?" You know what I mean? That's no dig, but they should be like, when you look at what they've been given, are they a bit kind of for you, like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a bit. Just kind of like they should be enjoying it right now, like the feeling that the ride they're going on. They were nobody before 24.
They're always like that though. Do you know what I mean? They lose a few games and then Tommy Tuchel will be, maybe he's not the man for the job and all that. Listen, I just said we've played Chelsea, we've played Liverpool, we played United and all that. The intensity I think me and City and Liverpool can get to, I don't think Chelsea can get there.
And they've not been in the title race, have they? Since Conte. And Conte was a freak season. You know what I mean? And he just all of a sudden, he had a bad start, and then after the Arsenal game, he went on I think it was a 10-game winning streak. So, listen, I think Chelsea, to be fair, I tipped them to win the league, but then I also changed my mind, halfway through this season, quarter way through, because I was like, nah, when I look at City, Liverpool, especially City, the way they can win points,
Liverpool are dangerous, mate, I'm telling you now. Liverpool, if you keep everyone fit, they've got a great chance, because City have got that little... We sometimes, this season's been good because we went there with fans and we got a point, and I know it's only a point, but we never get nothing, so that's good. It's whether we can do them at the Etihad, because they come to the Etihad and they've had some good results, but I just think I just think City's just got to keep going what we're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? This talk of striker, no one's really mentioning it now because we're blowing everyone away.
Yeah, but then as soon as you kind
I
of...
thought as soon as we drop something, it'll be the same. It is.
Yeah.
But look, it is what it is. We know we're in for a ride.
Yeah,
we're having a great
clickbait
season.
and that, getting Haaland and all that. You know
Yeah, and
what
I thought I
That's
turned it
a
on. I
joke.
thought Haaland was on a form.
Yeah.
This will be good to see him. You know what I mean? Just
That for me, I don't know why I know what's talking about that clickbait, mate. That is a joke, mate.
I know. Yeah.
Just to kind of do that. For me, it's Sky Sports. You know, I've
We should
always...
put on our show that we've got Cristiano Ronaldo coming on.
There you go.
I've been people waiting.
Give him a pillow and that, and you can sit here
Put a
and
picture out and put him there.
there you go. But that Cristiano Ronaldo interview, with clickbait, people, we're not about that, people. So, but I look at Chelsea. I think lack of creative in there. They're going on about they're losing Chilwell and all that, but I think it's excuses for me.
Listen, the beginning of the season, we was saying, look at the bench.
Look at the bench.
The bench
Look at the firepower.
You can't have it both ways.
Exactly.
When it's all going good, you can't say, look at our team, look at our bench. And when it goes a bit shit,
Yeah.
well, we've not got the depth. They've got the depth for
And
everyone.
when I made that point in the Big Six about Fabian Delph, right, I feel like Matisse overlooked it and thought, well, of course, Fabian Delph's good in, he's a good midfielder.
You're trying to make out that Fabian Delph was Roberto Baggio.
Come on, man, Matisse, mate, come on.
Listen, Pep Guardiola said to Fabian Delph, we need you to cover in at left back.
Yeah.
Fabian Delph's thought, you know what? He believes in me.
Yeah.
He's listened to the manager and he's done a job.
There you go.
And we won the league. Zinchenko's the same. And Fabian Delph's probably thinking, fair play, Pep Guardiola believed in me at left back. And then when it was time to go, he went on our way.
But Alonso had a good start to the season.
Yeah, Alonso's a steady player.
Listen, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's an excuse for me to be now in a little bit of a free fall.
Have you seen the firepower they've got?
Come on, man.
Seen
Well,
the
Lukaku,
firepower?
is he crumbling at the minute? I've heard of Chelsea fans saying, oh, should have got Lukaku. You know what I mean? Should have done this, should have done that.
But that's modern day football.
That's
So
modern day
you don't
football,
give him
exactly.
time. The guy
Yeah.
came in, he looked like a monster. He's been injured, he's slowly coming back. But the thing is, when Chelsea fans, they don't give him time. They give that Timo Werner time.
Yeah.
That Timo Werner, he looked like Toby. Remember Toby?
Wow.
Football, the big six, and they put that clip up of Toby doing kick-ups, and that's like Timo Werner. Do you know what I mean? So if you're giving that idiot time, you've got to give Lukaku time, because Lukaku is a batsman.
It took a while to find Timo, but you know they found him and they've kind of they've warmed to him. So in the day, I just feel like for me, Chelsea, Tuchel, will he can he do it in the Premier League over 38 games? It's a lot to kind of. It's easy to do.
I said no. I
knockout.
stuck my neck on the line and
Yeah,
I
you
said
did.
no. They say I'm salty and all that. They're not salty. I went on every Chelsea channel last season and said we were going to win the Champions League because I believed that.
Yeah.
They beat us fair and square. Then I had to go on every other Chelsea channel again while they ripped me apart.
And now they can't take
That's
you down.
fine. Now they're saying I'm trolling them. I'm not trolling them because what I'm saying is right.
Yeah.
They're drawing against Burnley. They're drawing against Man United.
Yeah.
They got beat against West Ham. You've just ballsed your Champions League group up. That's all in the space of what? 6 weeks since I said it. So that's not me trolling. That's just me knowing about football and seeing that I've seen at Stamford Bridge that they're not as comfortable as the rest of the world thinks they are.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You proved that, you went there.
There you go.
Result.
We got a result there, you know what I mean? And that was a team where you're thinking Carrick, you know, Chelsea couldn't get the result over the line.
Man United, everyone was beating them. It was guaranteed to Chelsea to lose to draw at home and lose 2 points.
Why couldn't they do it? It is what it is. Want to touch on Barcelona? Sad situation there. Obviously, Real Madrid fans in the comments won't be sad, but you know, for me it's sad because for me Barcelona, when I looked at the greatest ever team for me of 2011, between 2009 and 2011, that's probably the best team I've ever seen, and to see them in the Europa League and get dismantled by Bayern.
Now you know how good a manager the Pep Guardiola was, wasn't it? You know what I mean? How he got them ticking along.
Yeah.
He got them playing well. You know what I mean?
Just shows you that if you don't run your foot
They say,
properly.
Pep can't win the Champions League without Messi. Well, Messi's been at other clubs and not won the Champions League since. So
there you go.
You know what I mean? It's not just Messi.
Yeah.
I think Barcelona's lost their identity. I think they've just lost everything about them. The day that Lionel Messi left.
Do you reckon they didn't plan for it?
No,
they have to plan for it.
I think they thought Messi was going to take a massive pay cut and all that. I think they thought they would get away with it, but they couldn't do it, and it's kicked them where it hurts. And they're on about City now, all they want Ferran Torres, but they want him for 40 million, and City want 60 million. Don't do them any favours. They would not do us any favours. When they were dominating world football, they was a machine, and they just took whoever they want from wherever they want.
Absolutely.
Listen, they fell on the face.
Yeah.
Right? All the directors are always throwing stones at other clubs. Oh, how was he spending that, that, and all that. And now it's bitten on the arse. Them and Real Madrid. Real Madrid, to be fair, look like a little bit better condition.
A little bit better condition, just about though, because Benzema will get thingy, will retire, and they'll be in a situation again. So I think Real Madrid though, they've got enough youngsters that have come through Vinicius. You know, they've got a steady Eddie. I think they'll just about compete, especially when they look like the fact they've got Camavinga.
Do you think though Barcelona fans would be feeling sorry for Man United if they was in the Europa League?
No.
Do you think they feel sorry for Man City? No. Listen, football's football. If
Football's
your club's
football. But do you know in the Europa League, you know, you look at PK, the great
they've got a bounce back.
Yeah.
Do you know what you could happen?
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola leaves City and the next season, go back there.
But then Xavi's there, and I don't think.
Yeah, but he could rebuild him. If Xavi has a bad time, he could.
Yeah, he could do. Because you know.
And Barcelona fans would be screaming from the rooftops for Pep Guardiola.
Yeah. Oh, massively. And for Pep Guardiola to kind of rebuild Barcelona.
And that'd be a good challenge for him.
Of course.
Because he loves Barcelona. He's a ball boy.
He's from the Messiah, you know, the La Masia, sorry. But I think when we look at Barcelona, it just shows it's a message to United as well that, you know, we were that close to kind of doing that.
Yeah, I think you've rescued it. I think you've put a stop to the rot.
Yeah.
And I think looking at you as a United fan, you've got to be positive. Like I say, I like the way he speaks.
Yeah.
He's a footballing man.
Yeah.
He's not making any false promises.
Yeah.
He's not blowing smoke up anyone's arse.
Yeah.
He's just saying it how it is, and you don't mind that.
Yeah, of course,
But when you, like you say, with Ole, when they were wheeling him out, and he just looked like a beaten man. This guy, he's not promising the earth. He's just saying, look, I'm going to get a bit of an identity back. Ronaldo proved it with the press that he did the other night in the game.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Who did you play?
I think it was
Palace.
Yeah.
Pressed like mad, and people saying he couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
Now,
Exactly.
if he can get a tune, what you're going to find is you're going to find players at Man United who probably think this Ragnick guy, I'm not buying into it. But then you're going to get a lot of them who go, they'll boost the game.
It's about longevity.
Training will be fun.
Absolutely.
Things will be happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
He might pull a few players in before the game.
Of course.
I want you to do this, and that means a lot to a player.
Yeah, of course.
Pep, you see the Amazon documentary. Pep. He's got all the De Bruyne at half time. I need you to do this. Little individual things like that, which you couldn't really see Ollie doing. This guy seems to be doing it. Management, isn't it?
You know what? Touching on just sitting there. We'll talk about Bernado Silva.
Oh, mate.
Is he the best player in the Premier League right now? And you know what it is here for me? I would have probably put bias aside because obviously I'm a United fan and whatnot. But on a Manc talk, you have to be real. I get Mo Salah, but when I look at Bernado Silva, the way he's playing in a minute.
Do you know what? Mo Salah, I said he was the best player in the world, and on current form, he probably is.
Yeah.
But Bernardo Silva's taking it to them levels and beyond. Because Bernardo Silva, he's scoring goals, he's assisting goals, but his work rate, last weekend, out of the whole Premier League, he ran the most kilometres, 12.5 kilometres in one game.
Yeah.
So to be running at that intensity and scoring goals and creating, he's an all-rounder.
Yeah.
There's no one like him.
No, it's
not. At the minute, the guy is just...
Would you rather, like, you know, I know we talk about De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva, can they fit both in the same team, but when you look at when Bernardo's in there on his own, it just looks like the team's clicking better. You know, they start to find the pockets. Sterling's playing better as a result, and it's like the team.
We know Kevin has got it,
Yeah.
And we know, and people have said that. Oh, Bernardo, we play well with Bernardo. We do, but De Bruyne's quality as well. So if it takes Bernardo to shove his nose out the joint and make De Bruyne reevaluate his game and come back stronger.
That's what you need, though, isn't it?
That's what we need.
Yeah,
because it's going to come to a point. Bernardo Silva cannot continue at that level. He'll burn himself out.
Of course.
12 kilometres a game. So if we've got a Kevin De Bruyne full of anger and fire, ready to go, that might be Pep's plan.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Same with Grealish. See him the other night. He played him central.
Yeah.
He should have scored 5 goals, man.
Yeah, of course.
And it's coming for him. I'm telling you now. I said it yesterday to Robbie on the thing we did.
Yeah.
Grealish is coming.
Yeah.
He's coming. Don't worry.
Just need to find a position. You know what it is here? A lot of players think that you need to be on the left wing to find your form and stick on that left wing. But sometimes it takes a different position to find where you kind of really go in terms of.
Jack Grealish, it's been a massive culture shock for Jack Grealish. He's come from Aston Villa.
Yeah.
He was the main man at Villa. He could get away with things in games that he could, if he wanted to be a little bit lazy, get away with it. If he wanted to just drift there, get away with it. At Manchester City, he can't because he's a cog in the machine. So if that cog ain't working, it gets replaced straight away. And then the next minute, whether it costs 100 million, 20 million, 1.5 million, you'll find yourself on the bench. So you come to Man City, you work as hard as Pep Guardiola tells you to work. If you don't, you will leave. And Grealish at the minute, he's got no pressure from the City fans. He might get pressure from the media. Jack Grealish is a flop.
100 million, yeah.
Manchester City's not a flop.
No,
we love him.
Yeah,
we love Jack Grealish. We love what he's about.
Yeah.
And we know that, you know, in there is a quality player. And listen, Jack Grealish will come good for Man City.
Yeah.
Where
Took Cancelo 1 year, took Bernado 1 year, so...
Took David Silva 1 year.
Yeah, there you go.
Vincent Kompany took him about 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
I remember Vincent Kompany in midfield and he was just like, he was finding his way.
But listen, it is what it is, and Manchester City at the minute are playing well. But that Bernado Silva, I mean, you can't help but there's certain plays when you look at him, and you can't hate the guy. He's running around with a smile on his face. He even when he did even when he had to stand and not United, when he had to stand and give Liverpool he stood there with a cup of tea, just like that. For fuck's sake! And I thought. Fair play.
And then he walked away, didn't he?
Disrespectful as shit, but you know, he couldn't be arsed. He's just needing a brew, innit?
They can't, you know what I mean? There's some players who, you know, they buy into the city, they buy into the culture, they buy into Manchester, and he's one of them.
He's always walking around the northern quarter.
Yeah, of course,
people stopping him and that. He's got all the brew and that.
Yeah,
he lives on his own. He's smooching about.
Yeah, of course,
Did you see Rodri feeding the pigeons?
Yeah, literally, Rodri feeding the pigeons and that. So, you know, it must be good over on the side of Manchester. I don't know about United in a minute. You know, what I mean, I don't know if they'll be wanting to wander around. I think Ragnick, I might be able to spot Ragnick in City Centre. I reckon I'll be. Because I'm one of them. I always bump into people. Always. I'm just. Literally, I'm in town and I'll see, like I've seen Pep Guardiola a few times. I haven't gone up to him, but I've seen him around like town. Like, he's always just walking about with his little hat.
Did you see that
snood?
That night, them lads was queuing outside that nightclub at 2 in the morning. Guardiola went past on the bike.
Swear down.
Yeah, and they stopped him for a picture. He was riding around the city centre at 2:30 in the morning on a bike.
What?
So somebody asked him about it, and he was like, "When I need to clear my mind." It just goes out at night in Manchester at 2:30 in the morning, riding round on a bike.
How many weeks ago was this?
About 6 weeks ago, I seen a picture of these lads. We just were queuing up to get in the nightclub, and Pep Guardiola come past on a bike.
Wow, that's crazy.
I seen him once sat outside Revolution de Cuba.
Yeah.
On Peter Street. I seen him sat there.
Swear
just
down.
sat outside like he was just like chilling. I was like,
that's crazy. That's crazy. I just find that baffling. I want to touch on to the passport situation with getting into stadiums and all that. It's a bit of a sticky one. Will this cause a bit of trouble in terms of the fan base? Because obviously now it's like a moral decision now, isn't it? Do you get it? Do you not get it? You know what I mean? I'm double jabbed, you're double jabbed. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you know, for people who don't want to do it, you know what I mean? Is it
it's not right because they're holding people. But listen, it's just a really touchy subject because it's not right because you're basically saying if you don't get a double jab, you can't go into the game.
Yeah.
But then if they've got a scientific evidence to say that the virus is being spread in games, then it's for their own good of the mankind, and it's right. But then is that making conspiracy theories bullshit online that people listen to? You don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Then we find out, you know, they're all partying.
Jamie Vardy's having a party.
They're all having a party.
Forrest's having a party.
You know, and then mocking us.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? Last year, there's people who lost loved ones who never got to say goodbye. There's people who went to funerals. I went to funerals where they had to stand outside. It's a disgrace, man. And for these guys to be mocking it, because they had cheese and biscuits or whatever, it's a fucking joke. And I tell you, there'll be a revolution. People will just snap me.
Yeah, of course.
People will just.
Because you look at Germany, man. Looking at that game yesterday, when I looked at it. Barcelona, Germany, I was like, bloody hell, man, football without fans, you know what I mean?
Crap, that lousy game the other night. They didn't even have the fake crowd noise on Sky again, so I was just sat there.
You're bored, isn't it?
My missus walking in going, what's I was like, I was on my forward, I'm just on my forward and City's, and I'm always watching guys.
Always, yeah, of course. And you see the red card, we got a red card?
Yeah, red card, man.
Red card, you know what I mean?
We don't want to go back to that.
No, of course not. You know what it is, man, I don't think we can do it.
But you know what, I knew something was coming because I went to Villa the other night. And me and my dad got out of the car, and when we were walking up the road, there was about 20 people in high-vis vests, and they had little computers, and he came over and he went, can we just ask, have you been double jabbed? So my dad thought it was like, you have to show it. So my dad's getting the thing out, and then she went, when did you have the jab? Have you had the boost? And my dad went, yeah, do you want to see it? She went, no, I don't want to see it. We're just asking people. Wow. So it was like they were surveying.
But how will they manage this though? When you look at Old Trafford and look at City Ground, people come late to games, you know.
Do you know what they do at City? I got stopped the other week. I had to come over at Blue Bridge.
Yeah, Blue Bridge,
At the top of the bridge, they're all there. So as you get to them, they go, can I check your COVID thing, mate? And you're like, yeah, and then they were queuing there, so you got to get through them then to get round the concourse.
Oh.
And when you go to the turnstile, Stamford Bridge, they had COVID stewards.
Okay.
So they were waiting for you, so you couldn't get through to the turnstile without showing it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I think that's what they're going to do.
That's crazy. That's
get
crazy.
to the games an hour early because you're just going to be queuing like shit.
Yeah, that, for me, I don't know, man. I'm kind of looking at the situation. I'm thinking, you know what I mean? People should make their choices or whatnot, but you know what I mean? Like, I just find it, for me, it's going to be a lot of work for the Premier League to do. You're looking at Spurs players. How many players are off?
8 or 9, isn't it?
8 or 9.
Leicester
mate.
as well.
You know what? I'm not lying to you, but it could get to that period where, you know, when there was postponed fixtures and all that. You know what I mean? It's one of them where you don't want it, and then it's,
you know what's coming up to Christmas as well. It's a time where I'm off work, I like to enjoy the football.
Cold.
You know what I mean? You can sit there and eat your Quality Street and your duds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's at Christmas time, so Quality Street and football, innit?
Yeah, of course. You know what I mean? Have your Quality Street.
Pounds on and that.
That's it. Literally, you can chill out, football after football. Even to the point where I watch like championship games, you know, because it's like, you know, it's Boxing Day fixtures. It's, you know, it's a good time, and for me, it would be a shame if we were back in lockdown and we were kind of like, you know, behind closed, because it's not great, man. It's not the same, is it?
See what people think in the comments. I know we don't want to cause a row in the comments, but you know, will this now stop you attending games? Do you think you've been?
Will some of your mates stop attending games?
I think so. I think there's a lot of
you
older
had to get
guys.
actual full test though.
I think a lot of the older guys would.
Yeah.
I think they're a bit annoyed with it.
Yeah.
And I think they're a bit stubborn, and I think they're a bit scared as well. There's a lot of people scared. They don't know what's right or what's wrong.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was in London yesterday, and in Houston, and the masks were back on.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Do you know
Exactly.
what I mean? The train, the people were just
100%. 100%. So.
Go have a COVID test to go to the lab Bible studio.
Yeah, of course.
It's all back to
normal. Yeah, 100%. It's one of the things where, you know, football, we have to adapt. You know, I mean, maybe we've just got to watch it behind closed doors, and maybe we might have to start having more interaction with fans. You know what I mean? That's why we've got the YouTube platform, and shout out to everybody who's watching right now. You know, that we can bring fans close.
YouTube, massive, because I mean, myself included, was never a fan of YouTube.
Yeah.
Never watched it.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously did a few things and that, and then obviously now I'm involved in it.
It's big in the world, YouTube world, in terms of football YouTube.
Yesterday in London, people stopping me, and I was like, I thought I was getting mugged. This guy stopped me. And
Yeah, of course.
I'm like, is this fucker one here?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, mate, on a big six, all that, they're having a crack at the people. People are just, you know, it's given a lot of people a lot of positive
enjoyment. Yeah, of course.
We've
bring
had
fans together.
where, like, bad ones where people have been poorly, like mental health and.
Yeah, of course. I get messages every day. You know, you've got me through this, and you've got me through that,
and that's
you know,
good to see.
You know, the match vlogs have helped me understand how football is, and even though we're suing in the car park, you know, it's still like, you know, like we're enjoying it. And I think for me, football YouTube has brought a lot of people together. You know, in terms of, you know, kind of content, Big Six show. You know, where you're gonna get six guys just having banter with each other. 6 guys
from all different backgrounds,
yeah,
as well, all different areas of the country. You know, it's good. It's been really good.
Like, absolutely.
Just don't want to go back to them dark days, man.
Yeah, absolutely. This weekend we've got Norwich. I think it's an easy given. You know, I think we'll get 2 or 3 goals in there.
Wolves, you know, I'm a bit worried about it. Not worried about we're going to get.
Have you got a good record against Wolves?
They've beat us a few times there because it's that Traore. He's absolute dog turd against every team in the league.
And when it comes against you,
and they're good at defensive. Like Southampton was pretty solid. I think they're going to do that. They're going to dig in.
Yeah.
We need an early goal. We get a goal in the first 20 minutes. We'll win it.
We'll win it. Yeah.
As the game goes on, if they're dogged,
of course they'll nick it.
They might nick it. We start throwing the kitchen sink at
them. Absolutely.
And then boom on the counter. That's
absolutely.
What we don't want, you know,
and you know they've got a few away results as well. So away from home they might be better.
We just need to win these games.
Let's take them over.
Watford, Villa, Watford, Wolves win. 1-0 do.
Villa, Watford, Wolves. Yeah, absolutely. 9 games on Willie Street as well. So
yeah, we're doing well.
Absolutely.
We're doing really well.
And for us, we've got Norwich, momentum, keep going, and I think we'll go from there.
You've got a great run coming up.
Yeah.
I watched it, and I'm sort of like, I was half asleep, and I looked, I thought, they'll win that.
Yeah.
They'll win all of them.
Yeah, of course.
Win all the games, they're there to be taken.
Absolutely.
Like Brighton, I think Brighton away and a few.
Yeah, but most of the fixtures are looking decent. I think our next big fixture is in February. Big fixture, I think Leeds away.
Get some chunky.
We have to go on a run, but again, who knows, you know what I mean? I'm not saying we're going to get tight or all, but top 4 and then cement it. And then next thing you know, if you guys mess up and whatnot, you know, you don't know. Chelsea thought they won the league in October. And look where they are now.
Plenty of twists and turns. City will mess up somewhere.
Exactly.
Liverpool will, Chelsea will, United will. It's just mad.
It's all about how you go in there.
Can West Ham keep it up?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Exactly.
January, will players buy?
Yeah.
COVID now, can they get the players in? Will they let them travel?
Yeah, true.
Mad, isn't it?
I want to talk about, discuss, before, this will be the last subject, Arteta, Arsenal, free fall, Banter Club, Banter FC. What's going on at that club, man? You know what I mean? It's like Robbie's losing his head. You know what I mean? He was giving it to me, he was doing all this.
Yeah.
And they're doing all these TikTok dances, exactly. We might have to recreate that one.
Yeah, we'll do it better than him.
You know what I mean? But they're in a bit of a free fall at the minute. Is it just Arsenal? You know, Turkish, I don't know why Turkish, like, I feel like he had like something in him where he bit quicker, didn't he? I don't know, he was like literally like, I feel like I was just feeding him the bowl and he just came boom at me. But it's like, Arsenal for the last 8 years, I know we've been bad, yeah, but Arsenal just kind of, sorry?
You've not been as bad as them.
No, but that's what I'm saying to them, they're just kind of a different level of kind of...
The thing is, right, they've got the most impatient fan base in the world.
Yeah.
With the most inconsistent team in the world.
Yeah.
And them two together doesn't work.
Yeah. So
only 3 or 4 weeks ago on the AFTV channels, they were mentioning they were going to get into the top 4 on a title race because they'd had won a few games. Now it's suicide watch again. Do you know what I mean? They're all like, oh, get him out, do this, do that. And it's like, look, I watched the game the other night, I mean, honest assessment. I was one that said, give Arteta time, let him implement things, right? So he's had his time and he's had his money and he's implementing things. There's a couple of little things you can see which they do well, but there's a couple of things they do bad. One of the things that they do bad is they do not identify when a player is not working. Granit Xhaka is stealing a living at Arsenal Football Club. He needs to go, right? Thomas Partey. Forget Thomas Partey at Atletico Madrid. For Atletico Madrid, he had better players with him. He was in a system that worked for him, and Diego Simone was on him all the time, keeping his level up here. If you're looking at Arteta, he don't say nothing. So Partey's strolling around.
He's having a party.
And all that. Everton outfought, right? And Everton have got no fight in them.
No fight at all.
And they outfought Arsenal. Arsenal got a soft underbelly. The team is weak. At the end of the day, I can see what Arteta's doing with it, playing it out from the back, building it up and all that.
But Arsenal don't need that though.
But if any team puts it on them, their arse goes.
Of course.
So
United done it.
You can look pretty all you want. And this is the difference. You look at City and we look pretty. But if you put it on us, Rodri, Fernandinho,
mentality. Have they not got mentality?
We're on you like, we'll have it. If you want to fight, we're having a fight. Arsenal, soft.
And they've got 1 week to prepare, by the way. They've got 1 week to prepare for every game, and still they can't do it.
They've got players that shouldn't be playing there. Granit Xhaka, I tell you, I watched him.
Shouldn't be sold.
Someone went to me, how can you slag Xhaka, Steve? He is the best player on the pitch. This is the deludedness from the fan base. Stop it. As soon as you admit that these players aren't good enough, the board might twig it. But the thing is with the Arsenal board, we spoke about yesterday, me and Robbie, right? They don't make decisions. It took them 6 years to get rid of Arsene Wenger. 6 years too long because they didn't have the bottle to do it. That Xhaka's contract was up. He couldn't have fucking gone. No, Partey, shit. Not every big signing works.
No.
They should have gone, right, okay, didn't really work out, but we might be able to get a bit of a swap deal, or we might be able to push him on to Barcelona or someone like that.
Or at least make it better.
If they got rid of that Partey and signed Basuma, that Basuma's better than that Partey. I'm telling you, in the Premier League...
Well, Basuma and Partey though, if they got 2 of them. You know, that's what they wanted. I think they were saying that they wanted more.
And they're going to play like that. Do you know what I mean? But I think that Basuma, and people go, well, because they play FIFA. Thomas Partey, he's fucking 87, and Basuma. I'm talking real life with my eyes.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I'm a manager, I ain't having that Partey.
Some players don't cut it in the Premier League. You know, we had Eric Ten.
They bring Nketiah the other day, who doesn't want to play for the club, and they've got Nicolas Pepe at 70 million sat there on his ass.
We had Varane. Remember Varane, he's played for us, never worked for Varane. You know, certain places that work, Spanish League to the Premier League, it's just the intensity, he hasn't Premier League on it.
I wanted it to work for Arteta, I wanted it to work for him. I don't think it is going to work for him, I think it's going to be Banter FC, do you know what I mean?
Will he get sacked?
I think he will. End of the
season. I hope not, man, I hope not.
End of the season he'll get sacked.
Yeah, when they get 8th again. You know
End
what I
of the
mean?
season. Yeah, but the whole place is just banter.
Is there,
they can't. I've done a thing yesterday with Don Robbie. All he can talk about is the Invincibles.
I know. Talk to Ty, mate. When you talk to Ty, mate.
All he can talk about is the Invincibles. You've never done it, but we've done things they've never done.
Yeah. When you look at the Centurions or Invincible, which one? Yes, come on, man.
That's a whole new show, that, because I could rattle the whole Arsenal.
There you go, then.
They even had to make up a trophy out of a Kinder Egg, one of the little fucking gold trophies.
Yeah.
They had to make one of them up to give it them to make them feel relevant.
Listen, Arsenal Football Club, forever banner. You know what I mean? Let's leave it at that. But people, gonna wrap up the podcast there. Manc Talk. It's been a very, very good one. Good to be back here at the studios. Hopefully now, no Champions League football, we can be here every Thursday and we can give you that quality content. Steve, Big Steve MCFC, let them know where they can find you.
Like, subscribe to my channel at Big Steve MCFC, and hit me up on Instagram at Big Steve MCFC.
Yeah, don't block him on Instagram, man.
Yeah, stop reporting me for calling you weirdos and that, because you know what I mean, you get bad off their lives and that. Come on, get a grip, it's banter.
Absolutely. So make sure people hit the like button, you know what I mean? It helps with the algorithms at the minute, you know what I mean? YouTube is always up and down, so you guys hitting the like button right now will help the algorithms get more people to watch the Manc Talk, you know what I mean? We're just here, two regular fans from Manchester. We say it how it is, we don't really mince our words, we give you the real talk, the real facts, and we're here to discuss all clubs. So when you want to talk about the Manc Talk, we're going to give you the Manchester version of a show, and we're just going to say how it is, people. So if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to me, Steve. I will see you soon, guys. Take care, bye-bye, and peace.